Hello everyone. So today in this session, we are going to learn about colors. So we are going to learn colors to make your drawings and your compilations beautiful. Your drawings, your animation, your behaviors are going to be more colorful after watching this video. So for example, here you have a drawing where we have created a line and a rectangle. This line and a rectangle do not have any color. If we want to give it some color and some, boundary colors, how do we do that? You already know that. If you want to give any color to this, say for example, this rectangle, we use two commands, fill and stroke. What is fill? Fill is something that is the color inside this particular shape. It could be, any shape. It could be an ellipse, it could be a rectangle, or it could be any other color as well. So basically in game lab, these two shapes, rectangle and ellipse, do have a fill. So we can give fill to our the rectangle or ellipse, and the command that we use is fill. And what is a stroke? A stroke is basically the color of this boundary. Currently, you can see the color of the boundary of this rectangle, which is drawn on the screen, is black. So we can define a stroke and a fill. A stroke is the outline, the color of the outline of the shape, and fill is the inside body, the color which is filling this entire particular shape. Stroke and fill are the commands. So now say for example, if I want to give, any color to this line. Okay, one more very important thing before we move on. Sequencing matters a lot here. So say for example, if you want, to give a blue color to your rectangle, and then you have an ellipse through that, you want to give a red color. So what you will have to do, think it, as if like you are actually commanding an artist. First, you command the artist to quickly get a color pen of blue color, or blue color for your rectangle. So the artist will have to first pick the color and then start drawing, right? And then for the next shape, you want it to pick a red color. So the artist will have to quickly pick the red color and start drawing. This is green, by the way, but that's okay. Whatever color you are giving just before the shape, or not just before the shape, you will have to see what is the color that is currently in action. That will be the color for the shape. As example, as I told you, if you want, you will have to imagine as if you are commanding an artist. So if you want to create a red circle, you will first have to give it a red color pen, so that it can actually draw it in red color. If you want a blue rectangle, first you will have to take that red color out of this artist, and you will have to give it a blue color back, so that now the artist draws in blue color. So let's see it. So here we have a line and we have a rectangle. So if I want to give this line a color, of course, before the line, I will have to define the stroke. I will have to define, okay, something, I want a color. I want a color for this stroke. Currently, we are not saying what color. And a line actually do not have a fill. Fill, here we can define fill for this rectangle. So we can, again say that my rectangle has something, some color. I want to give it to my rectangle. Forget about these red marks here, because, we are just learning. So we will give it something, some color. So one very easy way that you guys have been doing since now is to give it a color something like this. You can give it a color something like this, red. Or you can give it a fill color something like blue. So this is a very basic way of doing it. And you can use a lot of color names are given here. You can pick the color names and you can give stroke and fill the same color. So if I rerun it, you will see. So my stroke is red. Stroke is red for both the shapes here, for the line as well as for the rectangle. Why? Because we have not given the artist any other color pen to define the stroke for this rectangle. So if we want to change it, we will have to first give it a stroke of another color. Say if I want a yellow stroke for the rectangle, I will have to give it a yellow pen in this case. So yeah, now it is yellow. Because of stroke weight, we are not able to see it correctly. So I will give it a stroke weight of maybe 5, so that my boundary becomes a little better visible. Yes, so you can see it is yellow now. So this is how we are using the stroke and stroke weight and fill command. This is a very basic way of using the colors in fill and stroke. But there are so many colors in this world. When you are, say for example, if you are doing some thumb printing or, some sort of printing, you know that there are 3 primary colors. What are these 3 primary colors? Red, yellow, and blue. Red, yellow, and blue. Using these 3 primary colors, you can actually mix them and create any color of, or your liking. But what about computers? How do we can do the same thing in computer drawings? So in computer, we have three colors, that is red, green, and blue. So in computer, these are basically the light colors which are being followed in the computer system also. Computer system follows the light color. Light follows these three colors, red, green, and blue. And combination of these three colors can give you any color of your desired consistency. It's another way of creating color like hue, saturation, brightness, but that we are not going to cover in this topic in this particular session. In this particular session, we are going to see how we use the color red, green, and blue and create any color of your liking. So you should understand it as a the color of lights, red, green, and blue. Understand this as color of light. So if everything, say for example, if you are saying 255, so what is this 255? First, we need to understand that we will have to give a number. So we have these three colors, as I mentioned, red, green, and blue. Red, green, and blue. We will have to define the range, or we will have to define the portion of each color in the color which you want to make. And the portion of each color is defined by a given number. And that number ranges between 0 to 255. Between 0 to 255. So you can give it any number between 0 to 255. And accordingly, the portion of that color will be picked up. What does a 0 mean? 0 means no color. So if I say red 0, it means in that particular color which I am going to create finally, red will be 0. There will be no color as in red. If I say green 0 means no green. If I say blue 0 means no blue color. And if I say red 255, it means all the red color will be poured in to create your own color. Similarly, applies for green and blue as well. So one thing, what will happen if I say red, green, blue, all black? Red, green, blue, all black. So what happens, in case of light, if there are no color, what is the color do you see? If there is no color, what is the color do you see? If there is no color, it is black, right? If there is no color, it is black. And another principle that light follows is, if you mix all the colors, it creates white color. Similarly, here also, if you mix all the color, it creates a white color. And if you have none of the color, it creates black color. So let's see how we can use these three colors, red, green, and blue, and command our computer artist to create the color of our desire. So what we will have to understand that instead of red here, we saw that there were three color combinations, or the three colors that we will have to use, red, green, and blue. So I can actually give the component. We can give the component. So red, green, and blue, we can give a number that is between 0 to 255. So say for example here in the stroke, if I give all 0, so what will happen? You know that already. What will happen if all are 0? All color combination 0 means no color. No color means black. So let's reset and see it. So what should happen in this case? The line stroke should become black. So let's see if it becomes black or not. Yes, so my line stroke is now black. Now, if I want to give some other color to this stroke, I can give it some other parameters, 34, 45. I'm just picking as of now any number of that is coming into my mind. That's okay. But let's see what color it creates. So it creates a dark red color because, of course, the component of red is higher. And stroke weight of 5 is okay. That's okay. Fill blue. Again, you can give it a component. So I am again putting it up as per, my mind, whatever is coming to my mind. So let's see what color does it creates. So it's creating again a blue color. So let me do some changes so that we see something different then. Yeah, so it creates a blue shade, but a different shade this time. Creating this type of shades, which we have in rectangle as a boundary, as a stroke, or as a fill, is not possible when you just use the color names. But using these RGB color codes, you can actually create any color of your liking. So the another question you arises, okay, very good. You tell me, there are RGB 3 components, but how do I know if I want to create some particular color, which color combination I will have to pick particularly? How do we know that? It is also very simple. Just what you will have to do, go to Google and probably type RGB color code combinations. So you can type RGB color codes and you will see a couple of sites that are coming up. One of the site is this, that is coming up as the first search result on my screen, RGB color code chart. So here, if you see this first thing, you can use this RGB color code chart, and whenever you mouse over any particular color, say for example, I'm liking this color. You can note down the red, green and blue combinations here. It is 51, 255 and 255 and apply the same. Or what I can do, we can also use this color picker. So you can move this vertical bar to get a shade of your liking, and then to that shade also you can again refine which particular color you are looking. So for example, if I want this violet color, this particular violet color, so I will have to notice this RGB components 242, 114 and 233. So let me quickly note them down. 242, 114 and 233. So I have noted them down and let me show it to you. So we will go back to our project and we will use here, probably in fill, we will use this, that is 242 and 114 and 233. Rest could be removed. So let me see if we got that color or not. Yes, we got the exact color that I had picked from the RGB picker. See, this is the exact color. Similarly, let's do one more experiment. I want this shade of green. I want this shade of green, okay? So let me pick again 174, 245 and 226 and apply it back. My pen was running. And apply it back maybe to my stroke here. Yes. So that is 174, 245 and 226 that I had noted down. Let me reset and run it. Okay, so voila, we have the desired colors. So using this trick, using this RGB color code, you can create any color of your combination. You can actually create amazing animations, amazing behaviors, and amazing graphics. So try it out and do let me know in comments how do you like it. Don't forget to share and subscribe my channel. See you soon. Bye-bye.